Welcome everybody to another episode of Latif's Inspired. Today I am going to be showing you how to make the mushroom bhajee at home. I'm going to keep it very simple, very basic, but hopefully it's going to have that flavour that you love. So mushroom bhajee, vegetarian, vegan friendly dish for you guys to enjoy at home. Bismillah, so I put my pan on, wait for the pan to heat up, and then I'm going to be adding the oil. Right, the pan is heated up. I've got my measuring spoons for all the meticulous people out there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 tablespoons of, I'm actually using extra virgin olive oil. The reason being is obviously trying to stay a bit healthy, and it's good quality and it's actually good for you. So there you go. So I'm going to add some bay leaf. This is the test patter. We've got 3 bay leaves that's just gone in. There you go. The oil is heated beautifully. Right, this is diced onions. About 2 medium white onion. Beautiful. I'm going to use about 1 heaped teaspoon of salt. I'm trying my best to accommodate you guys at home who don't like me using my stainless steel spoons and then banging like that. So when I'm banging like this, it's a habit in the restaurant. So there you go, the salt's gone in, so that should help release the liquid from the onions, and I just want it to slightly get a bit of golden colour to it before I add the garlic and ginger. Right guys, the onions have been cooking away for the last 5 minutes. There you go. Now I'm going to add the garlic and ginger. This is the garlic and ginger that I made on the channel, so please follow it. So 1. That's 2 heaped teaspoons and just a little bit more garlic and ginger. The onions take about 10 minutes to cook down anyway, so it's been 5 minutes. I'm going to cook it for a further 5 more minutes, and I can see it's sort of releasing a lot of liquid and it's become slightly soft. So just make sure you sort of stir it every few minutes so it doesn't stick to the bottom. And if you can always add a drizzle of water because there's not a lot of oil, so it doesn't caramelize at the bottom. So just added a drizzle of water just to was getting caramelized too much, and I didn't want to have that burnt taste. So I added a drizzle of water and just stirred it, and it's been cooking for about 8 to 9 minutes now. So there you go. And the water, once it evaporates back to its normal, then I will add the spices. So it's been about 10 minutes cooking time, guys. Now I'm going to add beautiful spices. So that's 1 teaspoon of curry powder, that's heaped teaspoon guys. 1 teaspoon heaped again of chili powder, Kashmiri chili powder, and we like it spicy, medium to spicy. If you like it more, add a couple of spoons, and if you like it crazy like vindaloo, add about 3 to 4 teaspoons. But for normal people who like it spicy but not too hot, 1 teaspoon is perfectly ideal. Coriander powder, half a teaspoon. Turmeric, half a teaspoon. And cumin, half a teaspoon. Bismillah. There you go. So that spice has hit the oil, and it should waken up. And this is the famous tomato puree. I've also got this on the channel. It's got methy, spices. It's just beautiful. But if you can't be bothered to do this, just water some tomato puree down. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I love this, and it brings a phenomenal flavour. So that was 4 teaspoons. And I'm using some tomato. This gives it a natural thick sauce, and also obviously the flavour. There we go. Beautiful, look at that. Colours are amazing and the flavours are phenomenal. So I'm going to let this cook for a few minutes before I add some water. So I'm adding some boiling water. Here you go. I use the same cup that I use for the spices, so it gets everything. And that was boiling water, guys. There you go. That's going to build a nice, fantastic sauce. There you go. Now all I'm going to do, put it on a medium high heat. There you go. Put the lid on, and I'm going to wait for about 5 minutes before I come back. Right, it's been cooking away on a medium heat for the last 5 minutes. Beautiful. You can see some of the oil has come to the top. That's fantastic. There you go. There you go. Beautiful. It's got a nice thick sauce. Obviously the onions and tomato has created that lovely gorgeousness. There you go. Look at these lovely mushrooms. These are button mushrooms. I've cut it to, some of them are like quarters, big chunky slices, and obviously it releases loads of liquid, guys, so it's not going to keep its shape like this. So there you go, the mushrooms go in. Bismillah. Now you're wondering, why have I called it onion bhajee when there's a bit of like sauce and stuff? Because the bhajees are like dry, and obviously you've got onion bhajees which are like the ball, and that's, in Asian culture we call it bhajia, but in Indian restaurants it's just come, we just said it's onion bhajee. Maybe it was simple to say and do, and for the customers to order, and it's kept its name. But I've made this the Indian restaurant way, so it's going to have a nice little thick sauce, and also it's going to have these phenomenal flavours. As you can see, the sauce is just sort of hugging the mushrooms. There you go. Beautiful. There you go. Can you see that? There you go. Now all I need the mushrooms to do is release its natural liquid. Now I bought some coriander, but unfortunately I'm having to use, my mum froze it, so it's not got that sort of freshness. So due to all the corona pandemic and everything going out there, she was very wise woman, mother knows best. So she froze some for me, and she said, oh, you're not going to be able to get fresh coriander all the time. So wise lady she is. There you go. I love my mum. Last but not least, there you go, these lovely bad boys. So there's about 4 green chilies. This should just give it a nice flavour, and I want it to stay whole, so therefore I whacked it in like this. There you go. Lovely mushrooms. Mushroom bhajees simmering away. Lovely chunky button mushrooms. Nice thick sauce, green chilies, coriander, beautiful. So I put the mushrooms in, mixed it up, added the green chilies, and now put the lid on and give this about 5 minutes cooking time, and then I'll come back to it. Beautiful mushrooms. cooking away. Absolutely gorgeous, phenomenal. Nice thick sauce. There you go. I always say that custard consistency. Can you see there? That little bubbles. There you go. All these lovely little leafy groupy bubbles. Gorgeous. There you go. I think the curry's ready. The mushrooms is nice. I can feel the consistency. Softened up beautifully. The sauce is thick how I like it. And now, ready. Turn the gas off. Beautiful. Mushroom bhajee. There you go, fantastic. You can see the mushrooms, plump and tasty. Nice green chilies, nice little thick sauce. There you go. Once again, if you've enjoyed this, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more fantastic videos. There you go. Absolutely gorgeous. Gonna enjoy this good yumminess.